is on the move today. I've been kind of busy finding loads this week, and let's just say I've just been busy. So this is stage 2 of our owner-operator life. Now, last time we talked about getting the truck and moving loads with Snyder. Life with Snyder was good, dropping hook. We had a maintenance fund. Like if I needed some steer tires, I went and I got me some good steer tires because I got a little bit better discount. If I needed fuel, we had Pilot Flying J. We had the car, we went there and got it. It was real easy. What else? I needed some drive tires. I went and got drive tires. I think I got those drive tires, Goodyear drive tires, over in Georgia. Things where I found the best price way back then. But like I said, everything with Snyder went really well. I really liked their maintenance facilities. If I had a problem with my truck, which I did have a couple of problems, I went to their maintenance facilities and their guys knew these DEF systems, right? And they told me what to fix without a bunch of hoopla, without a bunch of charges. They really saved my butt a couple times with the DEF system. Alright, but today we're talking about the next level, the next stage that we enter. Now, keep in mind, our first problem we have is we're still a leased truck. We're leased to Snyder Finance, right? It's a lease to own. I can buy the truck if I want to buy the truck after the lease is done, or I can end the lease early. Alright, so we wanted to move to another company, but we had a Snyder Finance truck, and we wasn't for sure if we could take our Snyder Finance truck to another company because, like I said before, Snyder only paid 65%. We wanted a larger piece of the pie. And it was recommended to me to go over to Advanced Trucking. They were a company that had dry vans and they ran the spot market, which is where I wanted to be. So after some negotiating and talking back and forth, SFI allowed me to move my truck from Snyder over to Advanced. Great, I was excited. And did it. We pulled the trigger, got her done, went over to Indianapolis, and Advanced Trucking, dang on them, they got me a dry van, extra lease dry van, and I was give all the sign-in information for all our apps, for, I got my subscription to the DAT board, and started looking up loads. And I was having a rough time there that day. It was a little overwhelming. Well, old Daniel come through and he helped me get a load, and got my first load and got me rolling. And man, once I got going, I never really looked back from that because it was all going really well. Even with the live load, live unload, without the drops and hooks, I was still able to schedule myself and route myself how I wanted to be. And we made quite a bit of money with Advanced Trucking at 85%. Well, at first it was at 80% while we had their trailer. So we got over there, we got comfortable, everything was getting paid. And the next big thing was I got my truck financed with my bank. I got the title moved over to my bank because I was always nervous. Not saying SFI is not a good company or anything. I'm just simply saying that I wanted to know my title was in the bank and I was going to be able to grab hold to it anytime I got ready, right? And it was really a relief once I got that title at the bank. And I saved a little bit of money because I got a great rate at the bank. I started a great relationship with the bank, which really has worked well for me in the past. It really has. I mean, they treated me really good, almost too good. There's been a couple of times I wish they would have said no. It might have saved me some heartache and some misery, right? So that went from $600 a week to like $800 a month. That was a huge raise to my bank account, and I really started doing a lot better once I got that weekly note off of my back. And the maintenance, I hadn't had to pay the maintenance. I just kept the maintenance in my account, and whenever I needed something done, I just used my card and I got it done. And so things went really well, and we built up some income, and we made another step while we were at Advanced Trucking, and that was we got us our own trailer. We went and got our own trailer through Utility Trailer out of Richland, Mississippi. It was a gray Utility 2013, had aluminum wheels, air ride, air slide. It was really nice, you know. The only thing that was wrong with it, it did have ghosting on the side from the previous company, and the inside had been beat up because they hauled like bricks and all kinds of stuff that was pretty rough on the interior of the trailer. But I loved that trailer, and we made a lot of miles with it. And that brought my percentage up, that brought my percentage from 80 to 85. So I'm making 85% of everything I book. I see the rate cons, I negotiate the rates. I never had a problem with Advanced Trucking, Daniel and them, with my pay. Everything always went the way that I expected it to go. When I figured a number, it was there. I mean, it was like 1 + 1 = 2 dealing with Advanced. You know, when you work with some companies, like my previous company before Schneider, their settlement sheet was 2 pages long, and you were lucky if you could make heads or tails on it. I believe some companies do that so that they can rip you off in new and inventive ways. The shorter and simpler a settlement sheet is, the easier it is to figure and make sure that you're not losing money that you're not supposed to be losing. But Advanced, they had a tire discount program that I tried, and it worked pretty good for some tires that I bought. They had a good fuel account. They had Nastic. That's what I use now. That's why I went to Nastic whenever I left them. I got my own authority. But having my own truck with the bank, having my trailer with the bank, and I was making 85%. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I'm going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. Are you listening? If you haven't listened this far, y'all, they can't regret it because they don't know. But y'all could go back and tell them. Because what I'm fixing to tell you is a pretty big part of the decision-making process. I wish I wouldn't have never left Advanced Trucking to get my own authority. Because at 85%, I'm making money. It's almost like working a job. I can go home and kind of forget about a little bit of stuff, right? Well, that 15% that I was paying Advanced Trucking was well worth it, in my opinion. Because they take all the risk on, they do all the back office work, they handle the negotiations of the insurances and all of that kind of stuff. I made good money while I was with Advanced. But the reason why I left Schneider was I couldn't build a fleet. So I went over to Advanced, and I could have built a fleet staying right there with Advanced Trucking. I could have done that. And I should have done that. But I had it in my head that I needed my own authority. treated me good. Paperwork was right. Anything problems I had, they would help me figure it out. I had backup. And if somebody was slow paying, they handled it. They did the collections. They did the back office. I didn't get a million calls a day from everybody in the world trying to sell me something. I could just focus on me and my truck and my trailer and my freight. Send in my paperwork at the end of the day. Nobody crawling my room. Nobody riding me, calling me every day. What's wrong? Where you going? What's happening? Look, they do business the right way. They expect you to be a grown-up. And if you're being a grown-up and you're making your money, you're going to enjoy it. But hey, I did make a move after that. But looking back, I was probably my happiest while I was with Advanced Trucking, working the open market. Now, the next week we're going to talk about some direct shipper stuff. We're going to talk about some authority stuff. But this gets you through the first two stages. I got my truck. And I was at a 65% company. Now, I got my truck and my trailer with my bank, and I'm at an 85% company. That's a step up, right? So, what will come next week? Stay tuned. I hope this one wasn't too noisy. I really don't want to have to re-record it. God bless. Catch you on the next ride.